Chicago taxpayers might be on the hook for billions more in new costs, thanks to a bill that quietly passed in Springfield.
That bill would sweeten the pot for police and firefighter pensions, but it comes at a cost, and political reporter Paris Schutz has more on this. Paris?
Yeah, Sylvia and Terrence, this one is on the governor's desk right now. File it under bills that passed when nobody was looking. It basically offers some pension sweeteners to police and fire employees considered Tier 2. So let me give you the backstory. About 10 years ago, in response to the pension crisis then, the General Assembly passed the bill creating these Tier 2 pensions. It meant that some of the younger employees would receive slightly reduced benefits than their elder peers. But a bill sponsored by Chicago State Senator Robert Martwick aims to raise some of those pension levels for Chicago police and firefighters. Civic Federation President Joe Ferguson says it will cost taxpayers as much as $7 billion over the next 30 years, $60 million this coming year alone, and then $750 million per year by 2055. Wow, that's a cost that could push the city over the cliff.
This is adding to the city's burden at literally the worst possible time. It was introduced formally with language the last week of the session in Springfield. There was a quick hearing called on it in which the city CFO, Jill Jaworski, testified with some initial numbers that they were crunching at the time. And then that was it.
Ferguson says this bill amounts to a giveaway to powerful public employee unions that have the ears of certain politicians. Now, consider all of this. Those funds are around 20% funded right now. That's dangerously low, meaning they have the funds to cover 20% of all those that are eligible to retire right now. And all this comes as the city of Chicago is projecting a budget deficit of more than $1 billion next year and some jaw-dropping cuts to programs like Medicaid and the SNAP program from Trump's so-called big, beautiful bill. Add in the fact that Mayor Johnson has renewed his call for $1 billion more from the state for CPS. The long and short of all of this is the fiscal tsunami is about to engulf taxpayers. And as we said, the bill is awaiting Governor J.B. Pritzker's signature to become law. A spokesperson told me today, quote, he is still reviewing this bill. Meanwhile, neither Senator Martwick or representatives from the AFL-CIO, which heavily lobbied for this legislation, returned messages seeking comment. Sylvia?
All right, thanks for that, Paris.